Hello everybody and welcome back to Manifest It Finesse on YouTube. My name is Manifesting Gaia. That is my Twitter, TikTok, podcast, and Instagram. All the links are down below, and my affirmations list and audio rampage email is down below. And my membership channel with more exclusive manifestation content is linked down below. And my master manifestation workshops where you can get programs, ebooks, workshops, boot camps, subconscious reprogramming audios to help you manifest your dream desires is linked down below. And today we're going to be talking about denying appearances, aka your 3D reality, how to deny it, what denying it means, how to deny it even though it's showing you what you don't want. A lot of people have been reacting negatively to what they don't want. They have been reinforcing what they don't want. They react to the negative bank account. They react to no contact from their SP. They get upset over, or they reinforce, or are in the identity of not having what they want. And their whole thing is, well, 3D is like this, so this is why I'm acting this way. So we're going to talk about how to not act that way because it's stunting your growth. So first, let's get a couple things straight. And I talked about this on 2 membership channel videos ago, 2 or 3, but I was basically saying I have my 3D staples because in order to deny 3D, you have to understand the principles of the 3D. A lot of people reinforce, react, spiral over 3D because they're viewing this as, this is my main reality, this is my only reality, this is set in stone, I'm trying to fight against what I see, it's pushing back against me, I have no power. If that's you, then you're always going to be a slave to your 3D and you're just going to repeat the same 3D because you only think as high as what you see. In order to shift out of 3D, you have to think higher than what you see. But you can't do that if you're constantly reinforcing, reacting. Have your 3D staples. This is if I'm ever in a place, because I am a human as well, if I'm ever in a place where 3D is making me feel powerless or a little more powerless, which I have been feeling a little lately, I'll be honest, I remind myself of my 3D staples. My most number one, 3D is not a measure of success. It doesn't matter what my bank account looks like today. Why should that affect me having many? It doesn't matter if I have no communication from the person I want today. Why should that mean I cannot have them? It doesn't matter if I'm this height today. Why should that mean I can't grow? Why should anything that you're seeing determine what you get to have? That is how you stay stuck in the 3D, is you say my identity is as good as what this is. So if out here is unfavorable, then I have an unfavorable identity. No. 3D does not measure my success. It can happen overnight. I can get deposited money overnight. I can have the person I want overnight. I can grow overnight. I start believing in fast success. That's my number one thing, is 3D is not a measure of my success. Number 2, 3D is a hologram. So I posted this analogy on Twitter and people really liked it. If you're playing a video game and you have your headset on and you're really immersed in the video game, you're immersed in this character. Your mindset is, I am this character. This is my identity right now. Everything that you're experiencing while playing the game, you're experiencing, right? So if you die in the game, if you lose, if you have to start over, you take on those emotions and it's a real experience. Like, we're not saying you're not actually playing a video game, but the point is your true self is outside of the game. The only part of you in the game is awareness. 3D is the same. Of course you're in it, but partially. Power is outside of it. That's another thing, is understanding that the only part of you that's in 3D is the awareness, right? That's why we say to get rid of circumstances, number 1, control your reactions, and 2, take your awareness off the thing and it will dissipate. Yes, you're in 3D. Like, this is never like gaslighting yourself, but it's also understanding that it's just a part of me. All of this is just a part of me. It's a part of an old identity that I don't want to hold. It's all just a manifestation and manipulation of my old stories. But my true power is outside of the 3D. You have to remember, like, you guys really need to get in your head that in here controls out here. You are always in control of out here. When you're looking at your life right now, staple number 3, when you're looking at your life right now, the job you're at, the money you have, the relationship status you have, the body you have, the health you have, the school grades you have, the place you live, you have to understand that it is dead. It is old. It is old thinking that was materialized. It is dead and it is changeable. Staple number 4 is remembering your 3D is not set in stone. Anything I'm seeing right now, I don't care if it's the most unfavorable worst circumstance in the world, it's not set in stone. You can only fail when you stop. I tell this people all the time, as long as you don't give up or don't stop, it's never over. It's never set in stone. So let's talk about what denying appearances / ignoring 3D actually means. It does not mean ignoring your responsibility, pretending you don't have bills, acting reckless. Like I said, with the video game analogy, you are experiencing the video game. You do your responsibilities. You do what you have to do. If you're at a job you don't like, if you're in no contact with your SP, like, obviously you have to live that experience because those experiences are just materialized matter. And of course, you as a human being, part of you is materialized matter. The other part of you is consciousness, but there's a part of you that is materialized matter. It's a part of you. When we say ignore 3D, it's understanding like, yes, I may have these responsibilities, or yes, there's a version of me that manifested these unfavorable circumstances, but denying appearances means you stop giving emotional power to what's going on around you. If your specific person isn't contacting you or hasn't texted you, instead of reaffirming that, instead of enforcing that I am in this unfavorable reality where the SP doesn't text me, and you're making it this whole thing, like, you're gonna stop doing that. Yeah, it's there, but you're not saying 3D runs my emotions, 3D runs my feelings, 3D tells me who I am, so because I'm in no contact, that means they don't care about me. It's being able to be in the 3D and saying they're already mine, and movement is happening because I said so. They're thinking about me right now. I'm only thinking about them because they're thinking about me, and I'm going to live in the end of me being with them. And I know that movement is always happening. Per my last video, whatever I put my awareness on is what grows. Or like, if your bank account says $10, you're not looking at that and saying, well, this is my forever status, like it's never going to happen. You stay persistent with the affirmations. You stay persistent with, you're making money in more ways than you can even imagine. You have more money than you know what to do with. You're constantly tapping into that reality. A big part of how you're going to do this is, number one, regulating your nervous system. And this is why this is so important, is because it gets rid of your emotional attachment to circumstances, and that's how you're going to shift. To change circumstances, you control your reaction. You control what you're reinforcing. NSR, it's going to regulate your emotions. So you're no longer feeling so heavily about no communication from SP that you're not even reinforcing that. You're able to look at that and laugh. Like, you should be able to laugh at circumstances. Like, oh, reality thinks it's going to have its way. That's funny. I'm in control. They're obsessed with me. That's the shift that you are going to want to make. That's how you deny appearances. You can see it, but either one, you're recognizing that nothing's permanent, or two, you're recognizing that the real power, like I said, is in your mind, and you're able to go in your mind and change. So one, nervous system regulation, which I have a program link below and I have a video on. Your deep breathing, your EFT tapping, your somatic shaking, your humming, your cold showers, your ice facials, especially when you're thinking of a thing, especially when you're in a 3D circumstance, and especially when you're triggered, but not only when you're triggered. Same thing with self-concept and affirmations and visualizations and techniques. You're not only doing things when you're triggered by 3D, because if you keep waiting till you're triggered, you're not actually shifting. It's just a quick fix, but the real problem is your identity. It's the fact that you allow 3D to tell you who you are. You allow 3D to tell you if you're going to have a good day, when you have to deny appearances. Not only when you're triggered, but regularly, at least twice a day. Same thing with self-concept, same thing with techniques. You're understanding you're not fighting the 3D. That's a concept you guys have to get down. You're not equal to 3D in terms of power. 3D is powerless. It only has the power and awareness you give it. That's the difference between people who could be in the same circumstance and manifest different outcomes in a week. There are some people who are giving their complete power to 3D and saying, well, I'm just a victim and nothing happens and nothing can happen for me. And then there's other people that are saying, okay, this is what it is now, but what do I want? I'm going to deny what this says because I'm not letting 3D run me, and I'm going to decide who I am, which is the powerful manifester. I have a YouTube video talking about, if you want to quit, watch this. And I said, yes, it can be difficult sometimes. That's what it is. It requires you to sit in the discomfort without reacting. It does require you to sit in no contact for like 0.5 seconds, because if you do this, it's not going to take long. But it does require you to be for like 0.5 seconds in a reality where you don't have the communication, or you don't have the job that you want, or you don't have the relationship that you want with your family, and not let it take over you and not let it be a dominant story in your mind. It does require you to see something unfavorable and still think favorably, which is discipline. And that is the difference. That is why so many people don't get what they want, is because they don't want to stick to it and they don't want to change. You want what you want as a version of you who just reacts to everything, who thinks negatively, who talks negatively, who always gives up, who can't persist for more than 5 days without checking, without talking about how they have no power. That's the discipline. That's the work. So many people are addicted to reacting, addicted to analyzing and checking, complaining, and then they say manifestation isn't working. That is not denying appearances. This means, like I said, having to sit in the discomfort of you seeing what you don't want, but realizing that, okay, is it worth the complaining or reinforcing that I don't want just so I can get it off my chest? Or is it more worth it to suck it up, even though this may be unfavorable, that I have power and that I have to stay disciplined in order to get what I want? And the reward for that is me getting what I want. Which one is worth more? And then, of course, like I said, the self-concept identity shift for denying appearances. You manifest who you assume you are and what you assume you are. I'm always chosen. Money loves me. Everybody's obsessed with me. I always get princess treatment. I turn heads everywhere I go. Of course, in order to be that, you have to deny appearances when they're telling you otherwise. That's what persistence means. Continuance despite opposition. Like, the whole world could tell me one thing, but if I want it to be another thing, then I'm saying it's another, and that's set in stone fact because I am the CEO of my reality. When 3D is showing you something temporary, when you're that identity, when you're in that tough concept, when you repeat it, I'm wanted, I'm chosen, I'm valued, you shrug it off. because you know that's not who you are anymore. When 3D doesn't define you, you're able to ignore it better because you know it's not who you are. You know it's not what you deserve. You know that you've already decided a new story for yourself so much that this just isn't realistic. What is logical for you is getting what you want. It stops being 3Ds, which logical. It starts being, I'm going to stop reading yesterday's newspaper looking for today's news. I'm going to make today's news. I'm going to decide that today's news is that I'm successful. Living in the wish fulfilled, y'all. Decide who you are and the reality that you want to experience. How would you think, feel, act, and behave in that reality? When you're in 3D, refer back to that identity. When I'm in 3D and I see an unfavorable bank account, how would I talk to myself in the situation as the person of me who already has it? You're still affirming your money self-concept. You're still affirming your wealthy self-concept. You're still affirming and regulating that I am rich and I am wealthy. And of course, stop worshiping the 3D. You guys look to 3D for answers and validation, which listen to my podcast episode on self-validation. But that's not what this is. 3D doesn't create. It reflects. It reflects. If I don't like the color of my hair, I'm not going to scream at the mirror change. If I buy hair dye, I'm not going to throw my hair dye on the mirror and then look at my hair. Of course, it's still going to be this color and not this color because I threw it on the glass. You guys think throwing effort, throwing action, please change, blowing up their phone, you're throwing the hair dye on the glass is going to make you different. You're going to change the appearance because you threw it on the reflection. No, you create. The moment you decide this is mine, and the moment it is done in your mind, in your imagination, and you persist, it is done. You don't need evidence, you need persistence. If you've never had it before, it doesn't matter. If you had it and it went back, it doesn't matter. You need to persist. If nothing seems to be moving, persist. If it looks the opposite, persist. And not with desperation, not you saying 10,000 affirmations a day because if you don't, it won't come. You're doing it with a calm confidence. I've already decided. I've already told myself so much that I'm worthy and chosen and loved and valued and rich and wealthy that I physically cannot believe anything else. This is mine. Okay, I'm sick of myself. I'm sick of my own self. Breaking the habit of being yourself. That's what this is. You are breaking the habit of being yourself. You're breaking the habit of being the person who gives their power away, their authority away. You are in control. If you're going to persist, if you're going to do self-concept, if you're going to regulate, you need to do it like somebody who already owns it, okay? Sometimes I need to take a few minutes out of my day, go to a quiet spot, regulate myself, and then I just persist. I just persist. But from a place of, I want to know this. I want this to be true. I always close my eyes because it helps me when I close my eyes break away from the 3D. It helps me deny senses because I'm not seeing it. And then I go on my mind. If you can visualize, great. If you can't, you can just brainstorm. But you're persisting. And then lastly, of course, for denying appearances is applying this in your real life. No contact. Let's say you reacted to 3D. You texted, they didn't reply. You're denying that appearance. Like, stop looking at it. Stop checking it. You have to go within yourself. You're going to say 3D is not going to decide if I'm loved, wanted, or chosen. 3D is not deciding that they're not obsessed with me. I'm deciding. And if 3D has to reflect, then I don't have to worry about 3D because 3D is only going to reflect whatever I am focused on. So they're obsessed with me because I said so. They're obsessed with me now. I'm loved, chosen, wanted now. And then you go on about your day and you persist. Anytime it comes up in your mind, persist. Pay attention to the thoughts, flip the thoughts, persist. Same thing with money, right? You're going to act responsibly, but internally you are unfazed. Okay, let's say you get your check. A lot of it goes to bills. You're going to pay your bills like a responsible adult because you're a responsible adult. But internally, you are not letting this define you. You are not letting this be a consistent expectation. You're changing your expectations. You're starting to say everything is handled. Money is showing up before I even need it. I'm able to pay my bills easily, effortlessly, on time, and have more than enough to save, spend, and invest. You guys have to understand it's the internal state shifting first, you stabilizing the internal state, and then the external will shift. So as long as you're creating the shifts, and I tweeted about this the other day, but this all or nothing mindset is what kills manifestations. It shouldn't be because every single thing I want didn't show up today, then I failed. Because I spiraled, I failed. Just focus on being 1% better every day. I love when I receive messages from you guys and you're like, the things I used to react to, I don't react to anymore. I would have spiraled over this, but I didn't. You know what? Instead of texting him, I decided to regulate and persist because that is all power. That is all movement, and that'll all translate into physical movement. But like, that is a movement you should be looking for before everything. How much better are you at bouncing back? How much better are you at denying appearances? Because that is exactly what creates reality. That is exactly what you need. You guys could have your desires today, but then push it back out because you fall for the trap of you don't know how to deny appearances. So master this skill. The steps are as follows. 1, decide what you want. 2, remind yourself that creation is finished. What you want already wants you. Per my last podcast episode, you are just accepting that narrative for yourself. You are accepting your true power. You are accepting that you can have it. You are accepting that you are powerful enough to create this. Number 3, when 3D contradicts, you deny appearances. You stop seeking the validation from the 3D. You stop letting 3D run you. You go back to your 3D staples. 3D is not a measure of my success. It's a reflection. It's old. It's dead. Whatever I focus on is what grows. So with all of that being said, I'm not letting 3D tell me who I am. I'm going in my mind. I'm going to shut shut it out and persist. Number 4, persist calmly. And number 5, watch it conform. It is that simple. And that is how you deny appearances, guys. That is it. That is all I have for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, you can have anything you want in this universe. Nothing's too big, small, wide, or expensive. I believe in you. You should believe in you. And I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.